Top of the morning, Tia Laddies.
I'm Parker.
And I'm Alex.
And we're here to bring you...
Katawa, I don't speak Japanese. Shoujo. Shoujo. What he said.
See, I took, a semester of Japanese.
Ha, what a weeb. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're cool. Alright.
Anyways.
So, I've played pretty much all of this game. Parker has played none of it.
Yep. I know nothing except, the basic premise.
Yep, and I don't even think you know how it starts. Because it escalates.
We're just gonna have to trust Alex that this is family friendly.
Yeah, man. Alright, let's go.
And let's go.
Alright.
A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students.
One moment. So, it's snowing? But this isn't the summer.
You know, you make a good point. I never noticed that before, actually.
But now, there we go. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously.
Oh, I'm so angry.
To prevent them from numbing in this cold.
Just put some gloves on.
Wait, is this a character?
Yes.
Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note's at 4:00 p.m. Yes, the notes. Slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens.
Oh, Colonel, the snow is dummy thick.
The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind.
Put your hands up, this is a robbery.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
So, you came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly.
It's Parker.
I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice that I've listened to hundreds of times, but never is more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race.
I've already forgot the voice I did for her.
Just like...
Iwanako, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours?
Do you have the drugs?
Gosh diddly darn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic.
Pathetic.
Yes, I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it.
A shy, joyous smile. That makes me so tense, I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Whoa, what was... Oh, God. Everything's going right.
Oh, God. It's mother brain.
My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself.
Weird kink, but okay.
Cut back to above us. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up from the branches. This noise is music to my ears.
Also, quick question. Why isn't she wearing pants in the snow? Like...
That is a good question.
How are her legs not cold right now?
You see, she's wearing socks.
Yes, but, there's still, a patch of skin. You need long socks.
Those are pretty long socks.
Longer. Longer. Okay,
Iwanko flinches ever so softly against the gust of the wind.
It's because you're not wearing pants.
Put on some pants.
As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I could find, or could even force a word out if I tried, except forcing so many out inside my mind. You see.
Oh, that was the girl.
I wanted to know. Pound, pound. If you go out with me.
Pound.
I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point.
Oh, they're dummy thick.
Sal? I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arm. Oh, is you okay?
Keep going. You're about to find out.
Sal? Ugh. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
Oh God, he's having a heart attack.
Yeah, close enough.
Pound, pound. It's Sal! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanko running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanko screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Fade to black.
And now, prepare for something.
Beep. Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Beep.
Oh.
Oh.
Ivy.
This just,
Drip. Oh,
this
what?
just
Drip.
got serious.
Drip. 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 I'm not sure what that is.
Looks like a sink. Actually,
Well,
no, it doesn't.
like, what's that brown thing? Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh,
Tick.
talk.
Tick.
Talk.
Tick. Tock. Tick. Tock. Tick. Tock. Tick. Tock is a bad app.
Wow, you really dabbed on those haters, as they say. All right. I do not remember this opening being so long.
It's been 4 months since my heart attack. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Whatever the hell that says.
Arrhythmia?
Arrhythmia. Arrhythmia. Let's say that.
Bad hearts.
A strange word. A foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically, and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up.
I'm only mostly dead.
My parents... 'Tis only a flesh wound. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Oh.
It's just a hemorrhage. It's not that bad.
I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't one.
Just get a new heart. Like, come on. Just like, just pull a Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Just rip someone else's heart. Take it for your own. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after.
If only you would listen to the heart of the cards.
I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project.
Well, no, they have to keep living their lives. I mean, it really sucks that you're in the hospital, but, like...
Maybe some visitors were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanko was the last to stop visiting.
Dun dun dun.
After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited, anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day. Ever. Again. The hospital is not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still asked the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around, the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why. Oh, I just did. And, oh, okay, so that's how you get into the pause screen.
Yeah, or you could just, hit escape. Like a...
Whoa.
That's fancy.
At some point... Oh, I already watched it. Okay. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more.
Just like I do for cake.
I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a little bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. I turned into a nerd.
What a freaking nerd.
That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. I felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was.
Okay, so apparently this guy never heard of Reddit.
Or a calendar. I mean, he said he got addicted to reading. I mean, how much of a nerd do you have to be addicted to reading?
I know.
Like,
the real nerds get addicted to Reddit.
I know, right? Is r/real bees fake top hats all the way? Mm-hmm. That's an actual subreddit, by the way.
Yep. I'm already subbed to it.
Same. So you two are a man of culture.
Oh yeah, so this is a not sponsored video, but we'd like to give a shout out to Real Bees Fake Top Hats, our fake sponsor for the day.
But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I'd set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the books aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry.
Apparently he's got a crush on a book.
Either that or his book is literally on fire. I don't know. Either he's falling in love with a book, just like. but what book though? That's the ultimate question.
Well, I mean, this is already a better love story than Twilight. It's probably not that.
That's true. I mean, Titanic, that's garbage in comparison to this, you know?
Ooh, I guess the Bionicle books.
Ooh, I see you too are a man of culture.
But that happened only rarely. And I couldn't even cry.
Even when my favorite Bionicle died.
Oh, look, we finally got out of the weird thingy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort and be happy on my behalf.
Oh no, it's bad news. My parents are here. Even the Avengers.
My parents. I might be dying, but at least I get to go to Disney World.
It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are not even both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party.
It's Christmas time.
Oh god, so it's gonna happen. Oh, I've already forgot his Isao.
His owl, yeah.
Hizao!
His owl, fam.
There is this ritual the head cardiologist has.
Where he summons the demons.
He takes his time, sorting his papers, and then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine.
There's only one bed in this room.
He looks me in the eyes for a moment.
Hello, Isao. How are you today?
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription.
The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly.
If your dad's face turns wood, I would be concerned. Oh, here. So many.
I take it from his hand. I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this?
Propanol lol?
Nightmares.
That's my favorite drug.
50 cc's of nightmares.
Nausea, felicinide?
The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. This is going to cost like $1 million.
I know.
Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision.
It's almost like that's the point, so you can read it well.
I try to read them, but it's so futile.
Despite the fact I've done nothing but read here for the last 3 months.
I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker.
If only I'd taken my medicine.
All this for the rest of my life, every day.
I mean, it's just taking pills. It's not that bad.
I'm afraid this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Also, aren't some medications you only have to take for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he has some super rare heart condition though, so I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, just get a pacemaker. You'll be fine.
Years. What kind of confidence booster's that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all.
Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you didn't return to your old school.
What?
Nani?
Yeah.
Oh. I forgot the voice I was doing, so I'll just make it.
Please calm down, Lizzo. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled?
Oh my god. Hizao, you piece of inhuman trash.
Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored.
We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable.
And to give you supervision, we're giving you cybernetic enhancements.
So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What? Am I?
It has a 24-hour nursing staff and is only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus.
That sounds pretty nice.
Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby.
And we make sure that none of the ambulances work so they will all die.
Independence. It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact.
Well, yeah. That's the point.
If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff. And you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point.
Is he? Oh.
Of course, that's only if you want to go. But your mother and I really aren't able to homeschool you.
Oh.
We went out there and had a look of a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it.
It looks like I really don't have a choice.
Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need to get a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
Except for everyone else at that school, they're going to die in a few years. Which is why we built that hospital. Not for the children, but because of all the radiation that leaks out of that facility.
This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a god-frickin' diggly down opportunity.
But I wanted to die in the sewer.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanting to return to school, and well, it's not the same one.
A special school.
I'm like slowly turning into a different accent.
A special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down.
Oh.
It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. When they're not dying of radiation poisoning. Oh. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another.
Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate.
I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important for us decided for me. What can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I'd always thought of my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame the society.
We live in a society. Bottom texts.
I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. Fact is that now, that I know now, it's futile. Futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. Yeah. There really isn't a choice. I know this. But the thought of going to disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this.
That was a rough sentence. That was a rough sentence.
What do you mean? That was perfect. That was lovely.
At least I still have something, even if it is a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start. My life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you can do it.
At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. Fade to white.
Crap. It doesn't pause there.
We're in a cutscene now. Oh.
Okay, guys. It's me, Parker.
And it's me, Alex.
And I think that's where we have to leave it off today. Because we can't be having too long of videos, because then people won't want to click our videos. Make sure to ring that notification bell so you get notified in like, what, a month?
If that.
when we post episode 1.
No. Episode, how you think we're actually going to be productive members of society?
No, we're making YouTube videos.
Heck yeah.
Well, see you next time.